All right, guys, so this is factoring when your leading coefficient is bigger than 1. And like I said, we're going to do the guess and check method. You will start to get better at this, I promise, but if you like the grouping method, you can still continue with that. Just know it is going to be a bit more time consuming, okay? So normally you would set up two parentheses next to each other, right, to get to x squared, and it would just be x times x, and you'd put your factors in, right? And you can always check yourself by foiling. However, in this instance, we need to end up with 7x squared. So the good thing about this problem is I've only got one option. It can only be 7x times x. So guess and check is not going to take you very long on this one. All right, same rules apply. It needs to multiply together. Your factors need to multiply together to give you 6 and add together to give you 19. So let's look at everything that multiplies together to give me -6. I've got 1 and 6, and I've got 2 times 3. And then you're going to put those two values in to your factors. And I'll show you kind of how the guess and check works. So you can start with 1 and 6. I'm going to start with 2 and 3, and let me show you why. I always think it's good practice to not start with the first one. Again, that's not really a good rule of thumb, but you will start to get better at this. So let's put the 2 and the 3 here and here, okay? And remember, when you FOIL, you multiply the outside terms and the inside. So we need this and this to add up to give us our middle term. So let's see if we did it right. 7x times 3 is 21x. And then our inside, 2 times x. Hey, look, does 21x and 2x, is there a way we could get these to 19? Yeah, absolutely, if the 2 was negative. Okay, so just to reiterate, let's pretend that we didn't start magically with the correct answer, right? Let's go back, okay? And again, same rules, so we've got 7x and x. We look at all the factors of -6, 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Okay, so let's start with the other ones. Let's pretend it's 1 and 6. Let's say, so you can put the 1 here, the 6 here, right? It doesn't matter. So let's try 6 and 1. So it's outside times outside, 7x times 1, and inside times inside, so 6 times x. Oh, there is no possible way for 7x and 6x to end up as 19x. So instantly you know that those factors aren't going to work, right? Even if you tried them the opposite way. 1 and 6, you'd end up with 42x and 1x. So we know, again, that 2 and 3 have to be our answer. And it works out again if you put the 2 here and the 3 here. Let's double check. 7x times 3 is 21x. 2 times x is 2x. Perfect. If we make the 2 negative, we have factored our trinomial. And if you write that a little bit neater, so it seems overwhelming, but it's outside times outside plus inside times inside.